Hello there everyone, hi, welcome to another video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Neeva and I'm an American currently living in Germany, and I make videos that are usually about what it's like to live in Germany as an American. In today's video, I want to talk about sustainability in Germany. Sustainability is something I'm really passionate about. I believe that climate change is real and a really huge problem. I think that we've done a lot of destruction to our planet, and I feel a responsibility to try to counteract that as much as I possibly can. Now, I understand it's unrealistic to ask people to be perfectly sustainable. I'm certainly not. I still buy things that are wrapped in plastic, and I sometimes drive with a car. That's just how life works. I think that if every single person would do just a little bit every day to try to help the planet, it could make a really big difference. So today I'm going to be talking about all the ways that you can live a more sustainable lifestyle here in Germany. So if you're curious about that, keep watching. Now, I want to preface this video first by saying that I live in southern Germany. I live in Baden-Württemberg, and that's sort of considered like the greener state, basically, of Germany. So everything I'm talking about today, my perspective is from this area of Germany. So I'm not necessarily talking about all of Germany, just to clarify that first. Okay, so the first thing on my list is recycling. Now, recycling is something really easy that basically everybody can do, and where I live, they make it really easy. Now, we have a bunch of different ways to recycle here, the first one being bio-trash, which is essentially compost. So ours is just in a brown paper bag, and it's essentially just fruit and vegetable scraps. The second one is the plastic trash, and that is just all of your plastic and aluminum cans. The next up we have the paper trash, which is just paper. And then we have also the glass trash, which is all of your glass. And then we have another sort of trash that's just all different kinds of trash that couldn't fit into one of these other categories. And I would also add that as far as the glass trash goes, it's really cool because we have a system here where basically you can take a lot of different bottles. It'll say on the bottle if it's Pfand, and Pfand is basically the symbol that tells you if you can exchange this bottle back for money. So you can take your bottles back to the store that you bought them and get money back for them. The other glass that you have that isn't Pfand, you have to take to a special glass dumping site and you separate your white, your green, and your brown glass yourself. This is kind of a pain because I'm a little bit lazy, and my husband and I will wait until our glass trash is really full, and then we have to lug a ridiculous amount of glass over to the glass trash since we don't drive. And yeah, that can be a bit of a pain, but all in all, it's a pretty good system. All right, so the next thing on my list is the train. Now, while I do have my frustrations with the Bahn in Germany, where either it doesn't come at all, or it comes super late, so I miss my next train, and then I have to wait another 30 minutes, and yada yada, so on and so forth. But all in all, there is a pretty good public transportation system here in Germany, and when you're taking the train, and also the bus, it means you're not driving your own personal vehicle, which obviously is better for the environment. So it's pretty cool because essentially we have a giant carpool here in Germany, and that's really neat. And while people do still, of course, drive their own cars, I find that a lot of people commute using the train and the bus, and it's just a pretty cool system. Okay, next up on my list, I have solar panels. Solar panels are a really cool way to try to be more sustainable, and I find a lot of people in Germany who have houses have a bunch of solar panels on top of the roofs of their house. I think this is really, really neat, and it's something I really didn't notice when I first lived here, but I slowly started to notice that on the roofs of people's houses, they'll have a bunch of solar panels. I think this is just a really cool, easy way to try to be a little bit more sustainable. So for anybody that's living more permanently in their home or their apartment, having solar panels on your roof is a really cool idea. All right, so next up I have local produce. One of the things that you can do here in Germany, at least where I live, is go to the local market where there are local farmers who sell their fruits and vegetables, basically. It's really nice to be able to buy things that are locally grown here in Germany, because obviously that's a lot more sustainable than having to ship in your groceries from other countries. And while, of course, Germany doesn't have everything growing here, you're still gonna have to ship in some things like bananas, for example. It's really nice, especially in the warmer months, to be able to get a bunch of fresh local produce. And while you definitely can go straight to the farmer's market and buy directly from the farmers, a lot of grocery stores in the city will actually buy stuff from the farmers and then sell it in their market. So that's really, really nice. And going along with this sort of produce topic is to be able to grow your own food. It's actually a really normal thing in Germany to rent or buy a small plot of land, a little garden plot, and just grow your own produce. So I often see, especially in the warmer months, that people are growing their own fruits and vegetables in their own little garden plots, and obviously that is very cool and very fun and definitely sustainable. So if you do have the ability to rent or buy a garden plot, that's a really cool way to be able to, first of all, just be a part of nature, like get your hands in the earth always feels really good, at least to me. And also it's just another way to live a little bit more sustainably. And the last thing I have on my list is veganism. My husband and I became vegan about 4 years ago now, and it's been very cool to see how veganism has really grown in Germany over the past few years. When we first became vegan, it was actually kind of difficult to find vegan products, and now a few years later, every single supermarket is packed with vegan options, different plant-based cheeses and meats and milks, all this kind of stuff is pretty normal to see in the German supermarket. And while I'm not going to go on a big rant right now about how everybody should become vegan, I will just say that it's become pretty obvious that animal agriculture is really devastating to our planet, and it would really benefit the earth a lot if everyone would try to adopt a plant-based diet. I've never spoken about being vegan on this channel before because I know it's a pretty polarizing topic and a lot of people have really strong feelings about that. But if you guys would like me to speak more about being vegan, what it's like to be vegan in Germany, anything about the subject at all, just please comment below and let me know. And please just comment and let me know what you think about any of the sustainable practices I spoke about, if you do any of them yourselves, or if there are any others you think that are in Germany that I didn't mention, also please comment and let me know about those. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button so I know you enjoyed it. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to support me. That would be really, really amazing. All right, that's it for me in this video, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye!